Hi friends, I'm here in my kitchen. I am making a sauce for today's pasta. It's just chopped meat and tomato sauce. And so I'm trying to craft something before it's cooked. Let's go crafting. So first of all, I would like to show you something that I found at the local charity shop yesterday. I went there to bring some old clothes and I found this lace, this other beautiful. I think it's so beautiful. It's all embroidered by hand for sure. Then this one, and this would be perfect as a journal cover, I think, like this. And I think I'm going to make a journal for this special fabric. Then I have this one, and I think it's great for the edge of the papers, something like this. I think it's going to be nice. Then I got this one for a spine or a little something. Then I found this, and I think this is awesome. This is handmade. This was a collar and could be great for just the corner of a page, like I don't know, a pocket or something. And then I found this, which I am going to slice down. It's a beige color that I'm going to slice down and make closures for the journals. This is what I found, and also I don't know if I can show you, but I got this thing here, which is it's too big. Let me take this out. Just 1 second. Okay, this is a box that you open and you have some place to put things inside. It was meant for sewing, and I'm going to use it for, you know, for my work. I also have this thing here for, you know, I can put all my paper for the project, and all of these items were 10 euros. I think it was a bargain. Olivia, ciao. So today I would like to have more work done in my botanical journal, and this is what I have so far. And I have the signatures almost prepared. This is what I have. I have some book pages, I have coffee dyed pages, planners, and some other planners, and I would like to sew the signatures in so that I can make start to make the booklet. And this is one signature the second one, and then we can start to decorate all the pages, and this is where the fun begins. So I'm going to have 3 signatures to fit in this book. I think it's okay for the size of the book. I'm going to add some of the papers here. This to become a sort of let me see, a sort of page. Okay. So I'm going to have this one, and this is going to become a pocket. And I want to sew this here. I want to use this image, and I'm going to trim this down. How are you doing today? I am okay. The weather is getting cooler here, so we need to be very, very mindful about switching on the heater. I don't know what's the situation like where you live, but here it's not very, very positive. Energy bills are going very up, very up. So maybe I'm going to use the stove. I have a wooden stove, but you need to be there constantly if you want to use a stove. So I'm not sure I can guarantee that because I work all day. So we will see what's going to happen. I would chat today while I craft about, I don't know if you may be interested, maybe not at all, but I wanted to tell you something about my story. My story, maybe it's not very interesting, but let me take a pencil. Okay, this is the text block. So I'm going to have, yes, this, I need to cut this down to size. Okay, maybe here. I'm going to mark the size and also here. Okay, so I was telling you that I would like to introduce myself a little bit, and I live in Italy, very, very close to Venice. Actually, it's something like 10 miles from Venice, but I don't live on the water. I live in the countryside, which is amazing. and we are really so lucky of living here. It's a quiet place and beautiful. I really, really love it. We are, me and my daughters, they are 18 and almost 20. And Anna, who is the older, she is working already, and because she didn't want to go to university, you know. So unfortunately she decided to go to work. So she's been working for a month right now, and she seems quite happy, and I am happy for her if that's what she wants. And Asia, she's the youngest. She's still going to high school, so she has a lot to study, but she's okay. And I live here with my 2 cats and a dog that you see before. Her name is Olivia, and she's 2 years old, and the cats are 12 and 6, I think. I'm not sure about the 6 because we found her. And at present I am working all day, so I get out of my house at 7 in the morning, and I'll be back sometimes at 7, sometimes at 3 or 4, depending on the shifts that we do have. I work in the human resources office of a very, very big hospital, and that's what I do all day. We hire the doctors with, you know, we have to write down the contracts for them and everything. It's not bad, but of course I would like to have more time, but it's not possible right now. I used to have a very good financial position, but thanks to COVID, we lost almost everything, because we lost our company. We used to have a company that was training the police and the army and all that kind of persons. And when COVID hit, all lessons were cancelled, and we didn't work for 2 years. So now I am very lucky that I found this job, but it's quite underpaid because it's a government job, and here in Italy a job from the government is something that is forever, and this is the good side, good news. It's something that is forever, but it's not very well paid. So our problem now is that we have a very big house that we cannot afford anymore. And so I'm trying to sell the house, but you know, it's a very big one, with a swimming pool, with a very big garden, and you know, it's not very easy to find someone that in this moment, historical moment, wants to buy such an expensive house with so many so high energy costs. So we are in a very, very difficult position, because it's very difficult for us to keep up with all the bills and all the expenses for this house. And that's why we are trying to sell it, but the people come, but no one is really interested. And so we were thinking we need to find a way out, plus my husband, when there was the lockdown, the first one in March 2020, went into a very big depression, because, you know, he saw all the efforts he's made for so many years to create a future for his family. All the efforts were cancelled in a couple of months. So he was very depressed, and in August 2020 he packed his things and went away. So I found myself alone here in this huge house with no job at all, wondering what can I do. I was depressed too, and I was very, very worried, and I felt, you know, all the pressure. I felt the pressure and the responsibility for these girls. They were 16 and 18 at that time, so they were still in school, and the costs were very high. So I was very lucky, because I found this job that was completely changing my life, because from working, I was working when we had the company, we were working from home, because I had an office in the house with a few people, because as I told you, I have quite a big house. So there was the space for an office, and so we were working in this office, and I had to start a new life, going away from home in the morning, and the girls had no one here for them. And that was a very difficult moment. Now, the economic situation has not changed very much. I mean, we are still in quite a difficult moment. That's why I am not buying stuff for my journals. But I'm sorry, this is Olivia. She heard something outside. So I simply use what I have in my house, and these, for instance, are very some magazines that I found. They were my parents' magazines, so I am using them up, and I think they are beautiful. So this is what happened. I had to build a new life and start from scraps, and that's the same thing that I'm doing with my journals. So this is more or less a little story, very quick one, of my life from in the last couple of years. Many changes, many tears, and many things changed, and it was very, very difficult. So now I am trying to figure out a way to make some extra money, and this is also, it's not the only reason why I make journals. The main reason is because they help me with my anxiety and depression that I also have. And so I hope I can sell some of them, but so far, no luck. I have an Etsy shop, but it looks like many people is coming to visit my Etsy shop, but no one is going to buy a thing. So anyway, I am still crafting, and I am trying to make the things that I like. I'm not thinking about making money. So I don't know, friends, if well, for sure, maybe it's been quite a boring chat, but I hope at least we come to know each other a little better, and we maybe understand what's going on in our lives. I bet everyone has a special issue. I love this here, really love it. Okay, friends, enough for this morning. I have to check the sauce, and I'll be back later. Thank you for listening to me and watching me crafting. Ciao.